everyone, Claudia with Crazy Island Studios. Welcome to the first episode of Art Journaling 101, where we will be going over Daddy Vans all natural furniture polish. If you have been watching my channel for any period of time, you've probably heard me mention it. I do giveaways because the Daddy Vans company has been awesome and provided me free product to give away to my viewers. So yeah, we love this company as much as I love this product because they've been really awesome and supportive and excited about the fact that mixed media artists are using it for their art journals, and even though it's not a typical use for their product, they've actually really just jumped into there and supported both me and Shannon Green, who've contacted them, and they've been super great about helping us out and giving us product and supporting our unconventional use of their product, which I thought was pretty doggone cool. So I have a few different journals here stacked up so I can show you a couple of times how I do this. It's really simple. I've had a lot of requests though on how do you use this product, so I did want to go over it with you guys and show you how it works. This is mine. It's paint speckled and such, so that's why the can looks a little off. When you first get your product, it is full, right below the lip of the, it's full to the brim, right to just below the edge of the lip. So mine's about half used. I have been using this product for about a year. So just to go to show you, it lasts and lasts and lasts. Also, right now in the month of May, if you want to get your hands on some of this product right away, you can do so at daddyvans.com. You can use the coupon code CrazyMay and get 20% off your purchase. So that is a specific coupon just for my Crazy Island family. You guys are awesome. So I usually use a paper towel. You can use a rag if you want. As you can tell, I've used this one a couple of times and the paper towel starts to shred and then you have to throw it away. So if you don't want to waste paper or whatnot, then you might want to use a rag. So I just like to get it in there and swirl it around and get plenty of product on my towel. And then you just wipe it across the page. It's so, I mean, it's easy, it's really simple to use. I don't think you can put too much unless you really glop it on there. I'm using this over texture, so I want to make sure there's plenty on this because these bubbly bits of paint and texture medium will want to stick. Now I won't have too much problem with sticking because this is a watercolor page, so it's a lot more dry, so I don't worry about leaving an abundance of the product on the page. So I'm just using a clean paper towel to buff that out. I like shine, so it doesn't bother me that this adds just a touch of a shine to the page. If that's something that really bothers you, then you might not want to use it. Although even though this tag was matte, it's still matte. It adds just a little bit of extra shine to things that are already shiny, but I haven't noticed that it really adds a gloss or anything like that. This next one is a page that I did for my Patreon viewers. Now you can see, if you go over texture, you're going to tear up your thing. And you can see some gray on here. That's from some of the Stabilo pencil water-soluble media. It does rub off a little bit, but it doesn't make a difference. It still works out okay. This is a page that's made just for my Patreon, so you won't see a video of this page unless you happen to be a patron. But it's a good page to show you because it's got a lot of texture on it and it's got a lot of things collage. It's got photos. This is a paint card. Whoops! And there goes my book. It's big and heavy dilution. So I'm going to get, again, a pretty decent amount of the product on my towel. It's not super chunky, but there's some on there. And lightly wipe it across to spread it out, and then I like to go back in and really rub it in. And then again, real quick, with a dry paper towel, I just like to buff off any of the excess. And there we go. That page will not stick. I have not had any trouble with an unfinished page on one side resisting paint in any way, as long as I don't glop on the Daddy Vans on the finished page, because you don't want too much of that wax to transfer when you close your book. So you definitely want to give it, a good wipe down when you're done and get off, all of the excess so that it doesn't rub off over here and cause any kind of a resist. So there's that one. So this is my journaling Crazy Island style journal for 2015. So I've been working in here since January, and I just wanted to show you how like none of the pages stick. Like not at all. They don't stick a little bit. I mean, you can flip through them. It's crazy how good this stuff works. And this is one of those pages that would tend to be one like absolutely horrible for sticking in a traditional art journal if you don't have something on it, because it's hard to tell. These flowers are thick layers of acrylic paint. I don't even know how to get the angle right so that you can see just how, does that help? There we go. How thick and chunky these are. These are huge, thick layers of paint. So those kinds of applications tend to be horribly sticky. Even my little bumps here on my vase are bumps, like you can feel them. And those kind of things that are raised off the page tend to stick horribly. And I've had no problem. Now I will tell you, I applied the Daddy Vans quite heavily to this page, and I left it a little bit less buffed so that it would not stick in the, you know, and just in case. Now this page I also waxed, and I did it a little bit heavily to also help prevent it from sticking. So knowing that what type of page you have will tell you how much you need to use. So on these two pages where this is a lot of really watery media and this is a lot of gesso and dry, this is I was gonna say it's distress paint, but it's not. If you use distress paint, it would be a lot more dry and matte already. So it's the gloss, especially like the golden fluids or any of the Liquitex heavy bodies. The glossier the page, the more you need to worry about sticking. If it's a little bit more matte, like here, this page is done using distress paints, and this is done using acrylic inks, which absorb in like watercolor. So both of these pages tend to be a lot more matte, and there's not a lot of sticky issues. But just to be safe, I still apply the Daddy Vans, and it doesn't change anything. It doesn't absorb in and act weird. It doesn't do anything strange. It just keeps everything from sticking so wonderfully. So I highly recommend this product. It's not terribly expensive. I want to say, oh, well, it depends, I guess, on where you buy it, but between $10 to $15, you can definitely check out Daddy Van's website page and get that discount. But it's just like magic. I love this stuff. It works so good, and I think it actually makes my pages look better, which is kind of funny, but I do. I like the little bit of shine to the pages. Anything shiny just makes me happy. So now this page done with Dilutions lifts a little bit of the color, so you can see that, and that's actually not a really horrible thing. It doesn't lift off anything really obvious. You can't tell on my journal pages that any of the color has lifted. It, you know, as long as you spray your workable fixative or make sure that your water solubles are sealed somehow, then you're pretty okay. But I do like that little bit of shine. Now this page is done all in golden acrylics, so it's already a little bit glossy. So the Daddy Vans definitely won't take away from that glossiness. It actually adds just a little bit to it, which I really kind of like. So if you don't like the glossy, you just buff it off even more, and it will get a little bit more matte. But again, it just depends on what products that you've put on your journal page. If you're using a matte product, it will still behave a little bit more matte. If you're using a glossier product, it will kind of just add to that shine, and it looks really pretty. I like it a lot. I love the fact that, I mean, like, this is unheard of. Like, journal pages you can flip through like that. Unheard of without this product. I've tried a lot of other things. I have tried clear gesso, which tends to, because it has such a heavy grit texture to it, tends to make my pages look a little washed out and faded, and I don't like that. I have tried matte varnish, like you would use to finish a painting, a varnish in a matte to help it be not sticky. It's still an acrylic product, so it still sticks. I've tried, I I can't even tell you how many different things I've tried. So you can go with the baby powder thing that some people like. You can go, which is where you just dust your page with baby powder. I have not tried that. You can put wax paper sheets in between your pages, which I find just simply annoying. So this works the best for me and what I like. So for those of you who were curious how I use this product, I hope that helps you. And I will see you guys all again very soon with the next episode of Art Journaling 101, where I'll talk to you guys about workable fixative. I'll see you guys all very soon. Bye for now.